Greetings and salutations. This is Mother Base Radio. I'm Todd Salceda, and as always, I'm joined by my co-hosts Benny Garza and Alex Capello. Once again, we are joined by our special guest, one of our favorite guests, Danny Garza, today to discuss and reminisce a bit about the N64, which this past week turned 20. Almost old enough to drink. What do you know? But of course, before we get into the main topic, let's start with a song. I hope so.
At least that's what I heard.
Okay.
Everybody's saying, like, man, that's really good also.
Yeah, I'm glad it's continuing because I like it very much so far. Actually, you know what? In television, or like even any kind of like animes I've ever seen in my entire life, I've never seen anything that's even remotely relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not like I'm this side hacker or anything, right? But like some of the emotions that he goes through, like I really like.
He nails them.
Yeah, I'm like, man. Yeah, I feel you. It's good. It's a good shit. But, hi!
Hello! Man, this talk went on.
That's okay, because we're not doing news this week.
What are we doing this week?
Going to blast up your ass from the past.
Yes! That's good!
Nintendo 64, motherfucker. Where you at?
Pray to the Yuri gods.
Pray to the Yuri gods.
Pray to Iwata.
Pray to Iwata.
And Reggie.
My body is Reggie.
My body is Reggie. Alright,
I don't think I agree with that one.
Is your body not Reggie?
No.
Betty.
Not Reggie.
You need to leave this room.
Is your Reggie not body?
Your Reggie must be body in order
my
for you
Reggie
to
must be
participate.
corpse.
You must feel like a purple Pikmin.
Is your not Reggie body?
You must feel like a purple Pikmin, Todd.
Oh, purple Pikmin. I thought you said a purple piglet. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Alright, so let's explain what we're doing.
Oh yeah, sure. So, I didn't want to do news this week because we talked about E3 last week.
Okay.
But real quick, does anyone have any kind of like final thoughts about E3 that they want to share? Anything in particular
I wanted more.
Anything? Huh?
There. I wanted more.
You wanted more out of E3. Okay.
Yeah, there.
E3 was good, but it wasn't as satisfying as the year before. Not only because like the year before had like hard hitter, like heavy hitters,
releases.
Yeah, and like a lot of like new IP stuff. And this one we got a little bit of new IP, but like nothing.
None of that new IP. I think we have a few exceptions in terms of new IP.
Yeah,
that really good.
That's surprising. That one's like still it's like a lower on the level like the year before they announced Horizon Zero Dawn, and that one was like mind blowing.
Fucking mind blowing, yeah.
So
you don't even think Zelda is like that then? Even if
I
know we already knew about it, but
Zelda was really, really good, and it was probably the strongest IP at E3,
yeah.
But it still wasn't like punch to the
super
face,
hard hitting,
like, yeah,
like Fallout was last year.
There were haymakers the year before.
Yeah.
This year, they had some strong stuff, but like nothing.
It was like last year was like an uppercut Fallout 4, and then this year was like Zelda and Horizon and fuck you, just slap in the face.
Give us money.
Give us money.
Money.
Your wallet's gonna hurt on October. Goodbye.
And then EA is like, watch these behind-the-scenes videos of games that are not gonna come out for like 3 years. Yeah.
Look at this stuff we're
Innovation.
Innovation.
Verticality.
Verticality is the word.
Video games.
Teraflops.
Video games.
Teraflops. I have one final thought about E3. I was
Dog shit.
no, it was good. And one, I think that I was overcritical about Zelda. I watched the gameplay again, and I'm like, I'm into it. I'm still just not. Holy shit! It's just like that looks really good, and I will play it.
Just wish I could have seen just a little bit more of the Pokemon.
Really?
Yes.
Do you really need to see more Pokemon though?
I really need to see
But
more
like,
Pokemon.
it's coming out soon. It's like that's like a quantifiable thing. Like you see a little bit of it, like okay, I'm gonna buy it.
Like the moment that they said Sun and Moon, Danny was like, "Come on, money!"
Throwing money.
Take it.
I was aggressively
Throwing your wallet.
Throwing his money at
I
the
prepared
TV.
the money cannon to fire directly at Nintendo headquarters.
It's like this fucking crazy like cannon, and then like Reggie's on the screen, you see it go right through his face.
Man assassinated by money.
It was like a precision cannon to aim specifically at Reggie.
Now, keep in mind we're in Texas, so we made a rail cannon.
Yeah.
We had to get it really potent and shit all the way to Tokyo.
I wrapped the money around a rock
We have a Nintendo
and put like a return
no,
address
but
to send the
we
games
needed to
to.
send it to Reggie.
Reggie isn't in the.
Oh,
the
you know what?
the
To the
Japanese
corpse of
branch.
Iwata. Yeah, to send it straight to Iwata.
No, dude.
Yes. Do we have to start the garbage fire this
No,
early?
Nintendo of America is in Washington.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then power up the rail cannon. Then you shot the wrong direction. We go to Washington.
Power it up again and then put a return address on the rock that I put the money around.
Into the rail cannon.
And put send games here and look like a crappy Japanese translation.
No, we're sending it to Washington.
Oh, we're sending it to Washington now.
Yeah,
All right.
We're not sending it. No longer to Japan. We gotta send it to
Reroute.
Washington. You apparently shut up some poor man's house.
It was a random guy named Iwata.
Yeah.
Not the actual Iwata.
It's gonna crash into his house. He's like, Nani kore? Like, shit's gonna explode and shit.
Nani?
Congratulations, Dina. You upset a man.
Right, now Pearl Harbor's gonna get invaded again. Jesus Christ.
Watch out for Pearl Harbor too.
Shooting rail cannons of money.
And it's amazing that we even built a rail cannon.
A rail cannon, and we're shotting
A rock.
Yeah.
Something non-magnetic through it.
We have actual rail cannons already.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
for a
but
civilian to
civilian
build.
to make a fucking rail cannon, Capello.
That's not. No, don't do that. That's not practical.
Hey man, there was a kid that made a
Nuclear
nuclear
reactor.
reactor in his shed. So
Off
why the
of
fuck not?
of Boy Scout instructions.
Yeah.
This is how Fallout happens in real life. Okay.
Oh well, like FBI or I forgot who it was went and like,
Marcos.
they were
Marcos
like,
went-
Marcos
yeah,
went
stop
and
that.
he deactivated. He had to bomb defuse it because the kid made it wrong, and he was exposed to dangerous levels of radiation. But it's okay because he's a superhero now.
Marcos,
then-
the
so-
Fallout guy.
So Marcos like deactivates it, and like the FBI holding the kid, and the parents are looking. They're really concerned. He finishes. He slaps the kid, and he walks out, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's where his Canadian sleeper training came into play.
That's when he was abducted by the Canadian Ninja Squad.
I like how Marcos is now a Canadian sleeper in the CIA. Like this is turning into a real story, guys.
No, it was real.
We might
Marcos
have
Gear Solid.
The
was-
story
it-
come out.
It already was a real story. Like every time I talk to him on the phone, and I tell him, he's like, I ask him, how's your day going? I'm like, oh, I'm just like walking back home. I'm like, yeah, sure. So how's Azerbaijan in the summer? How's your recon mission going? Is it going okay? I'm assuming you're calling me from a satellite phone.
the connection is so crisp.
Yeah, it's so crisp.
Anything we make up is officially canon in
It is officially canon.
the secret life
In
of
Marcos
Marcos.
lore.
He's a Canadian sleeper.
Working for the CIA.
That's a really good new addition. He's a Canadian sleeper.
When he contacts his handler from Canada, he does it in the mornings at breakfast at the CAA, right? If he puts a certain amount of maple syrup on his pancakes, it's like he knows. He's in the same room, and he's like, a little more. I'm like, okay, gotta contact him tonight. Yeah. And they meet at a Waffle House. Okay, enough.
Eating moose burgers.
Moose burgers. Ooh,
Eh?
that could be good.
Hey.
You're Canadian, aren't you?
No, I'm not one of them.
I'm sure. Actually, the one thing I did want to say that was out this week that's making this a lot of people are mad about is Mighty Number 9. That's out. People don't like it. People think it's
like
garbage.
an anime fan on prom
People-
night.
People are really not happy with Mighty Number 9.
They
Why
are not.
though?
But yeah,
It's not
well,
a
exactly.
good game.
Yeah.
One, it's not a good game.
They've seen the demos and shit. They knew what they were getting into.
Like, is it a victim
like
of
like
watch
it's not
out hype,
even-
Cranky
overhype?
Construct lost his save because the game decided to erase it.
Oh, okay. So it's not a good game like, in terms of like it's buggy and shit. I thought you guys meant like
no,
it's not
like
a good
it
game.
was,
I said like the game is
No,
boring.
even then-
the actual gameplay people are saying is just mediocre.
Yeah.
They don't.
Oh.
It's nothing good.
Some of the reviews that I read said just go play Shovel Knight. If you want. Yeah, and that's like, damn, that's crazy. I think that goes to show that even if one of your favorite names is behind a Kickstarter, maybe be a little, like, more cautious.
Should you be scared for
Ukulele?
Bloodstained Symphony of the Night?
Apparently,
no, people are liking that demo.
Yeah, apparently the demo for Bloodstained
It's
is
really good.
phenomenally good.
Yeah.
Like, everybody is like, holy shit.
I'm not
Be
surprised.
scared
I think
over
Iga,
ukulele.
Iga's a cool
No,
motherfucker. I'm not scared about
ukulele's
ukulele. Ukulele is fun.
It's all the rare developers, and they're good at making
the real
games.
world.
Yeah, the real rare developers.
But yeah, people are not happy about that game. And apparently, the credits is 4 hours long.
Yes, because they have all the mighty number of people.
All the backers.
They're all the backers.
Someone put that up on YouTube. That's hilarious. I started it and then I saw the 45 seconds in. So.
No, I saw like the pin image from someone who uploaded it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do that.
All
I
right.
mean, they
I'm
did
not.
say that they would feature them in the credits.
I think that's the only promise they kind of kept.
I can't wait till I see Aaron's weapon in Bloodstained.
Yeah.
Can't wait to play that game. I wish I could have backstarted it.
Apparently, Mighty
Backstarted
Number
for
9
sure.
is a giant dog shit, so I don't have to
Yep.
worry about
It's a
it.
giant dumpster fire, trash can, pile, eternal fire of darkness from Satan himself.
You're trying to warm up, Todd?
Yeah.
Todd looks cold over there.
I'm so cold, it's freezing. Don't you see how cold I am? I need like 4 blankets. Okay, so we're not doing news today. What we're doing
I
is
feel like I should send this to Marcos.
Sure,
This is the Todd Fort.
the Todd Fort. We're not doing news today.
Just when you hear about the Todd Fort, just know, Marcos, you were there.
See this picture reference.
So no news this week.
No news
No
this week.
news.
We'll come back with that maybe next week. Probably next week. But what we're gonna do, just don't cover my mouth. What we're gonna do is we're going to talk about the Nintendo 64.
Oh, it evolved. I need to take another picture because it evolved.
So this this Thursday marked the 20th
The
anniversary.
20th anniversary of the Nintendo 64. Boy, do I feel old.
Hey man, you can fuck it now.
You could have done that.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
You could have
But
done
now-
that a couple years ago.
Now,
But now it's less creepy because
Yeah.
it's not like freshly 18.
yeah.
That's when they are the ripest.
God dang it.
Okay, all right, stop.
You gotta get there at the height of the tightness.
Whoa, guys. You guys are scaring me.
Well, we're talking about consoles here. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
what are you dirty fucking dirty ass old man? We're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm scared now. Sweating intensifies.
But yeah, it came out 20 years ago this past week. I guess I just want to talk about people's memories or anything, stuff you remember about the system, or like games or like situations. I don't know, shit like that. I thought that'd be fun.
Yeah, we can what's it? Can Grand Poobah this.
Grand Puma.
We can, like
Poobah.
pass around the peace pipe, telling like old Nintendo 64 stories.
Here, we'll make this the object of power.
No.
Stop shit away.
Put
that
that
away.
shit away.
No, none of your beaver nuts.
Yeah, we don't want any of your beaver nuggets.
What was the first game do you remember playing on the 64? If you can remember,
Mario 64.
Mario 64.
That was the
Diddy
first
Kong
one.
Racing.
Damn.
Diddy Kong Racing. I just remembered that we're brothers here.
They live in the same house at the same time.
Specifically, our older brother would go to the Blockbuster as it was
Custom.
normal,
Yeah.
custom back then.
Back in the day.
As was tradition.
As was tradition. There we go.
Our ancestors.
And we would walk by the all that bullshit,
game
and
section.
then we'd pick up a Nintendo 64, and we'd go, hey, I want to rent this, and then I'll rent it with this game. Here's the money. And I remember doing that specifically for Diddy Kong Racing like 3 or 4 times in a row.
Wow.
Because
Just realized
Diddy Kong Racing was fun.
that even some of the people out there who know what Blockbuster is don't necessarily know that you used to be able to rent out consoles.
Console systems.
And that's because I lived in that era, and I remember that they had that option. I just knew you could rent games.
Yeah, like Danny and I, we never owned the 64.
You just
We
rented
rented
it.
it.
Yeah.
And then we had cousins who owned the 64. Me, Danny and myself, we didn't actually own a home system until
PS2.
no,
And that was our
PlayStation-
older
PlayStation
brother.
1.
Yeah, PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1. Like, we had Game Boys, but those were portable systems. They weren't actual stay-at-home consoles.
I had well, I definitely still have. Like, I had rich grandparents that were like, oh, what if we get, Rick's kids for Christmas? And it's like, oh, well, this new game system. And they literally, like, fresh, like, when, like, the day that it came out.
Wow.
Like, they bought one for us, and it came with Mario 64, so...
Yeah, those things were not cheap.
No.
I don't remember them being cheap.
No, they were more expensive than
the consoles are now.
The consoles are now.
Yeah.
I think it was like $800
Fucking
for a
crazy.
64.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Now that I don't remember.
No, well, obviously you don't, right? Because you don't think about that. I remember my dad bought mine from Sears when Sears was the thing, and they had a bigger electronics section. Didn't they close the Sears here they closed the Sears here in the mall?
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, that whole section is like completely barren now.
Yeah.
Shit, that's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't remember. I think my first game was probably Mario 64 as well, or maybe Banjo.
Banjo was one of
Bless you.
one of my first ones also.
Yeah.
But for sure, for me, it was Mario 64 because it came with
Yeah,
the Nintendo 64, and it was. I mean, like that game
It's
is
definitive.
Yeah, it's like you had to play that game if you had a 64, and it was it's Mario 64. It's like it's the predecessor to what all the new 3D Mario games
Galaxy,
are.
stuff like that.
And it redefined 3D platforming. It defined 3D platforming. So, and it's also probably the first game which made me appreciate video game music. Specifically, Mario 64.
Mario.
Specifically because of the Dire Docks level. And the music that comes out and Dire Docks is just like so good. That's like calming, relaxing, fall asleep music.
I remember running over a Indian blue elephant a couple of times. That was fun.
Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong Racing. There was a big NPC, and he was like
It was
a magical like Indian genie
Okay.
elephant.
Rode
that's
around in a
blue
flying
carpet,
carpet.
and he'd walk around also and stuff.
And he had the most racist accent.
Yeah, he had a pretty fucking racist accent. And you had to like bump into him whenever you wanted to change into a different form of vehicle.
Yeah.
Because the big overworld was like, there was a cave way too up high for your car to reach.
Yeah.
And then there was like
Need
a
the
waterfall
airplane.
with a secret little cave, but your car can't go underwater, so you need to go into like the hover vehicle or into an airplane to get to those places. And that's how, you unlock the airplane mode in the overworld. Visit
Other areas.
in there to
Yeah.
get airplane tracks. Go. Bye. And then there was also a dick little a clock that you'd have to run over also, and his name was Tic Tac Clock, I think it was. And he gave you time trials, and you had to do that so you could fight the... I don't remember the name of the bad guy, but I want to call him Pigma.
Pigma.
Yeah, but like he was like a pig-ish boss master.
Yeah.
And that was like the game. I remember. I think that game had like 2 different ending bosses.
All I remember from that game is that one of the bosses was a freaking Triceratops that you have to race, but it fucking cheated because it went on 2, and you had to wait till 3 to go.
Yeah,
That always pissed me
I
off.
remember. I think near the end also he would like, because you're traveling up a mountain going in circles,
Yeah.
and he gets to the point where he doesn't have to run anymore. He just looks up and he would jump. He would jump a couple of tracks. So yeah.
Yeah, as a little kid, that was the most frustrating shit ever.
Right.
Because of course I can't get good as a toddler.
Yeah.
Just try again. As kids, we weren't the smartest. We just bashed our heads onto the wall until we got
Until
to the
one
one
of the
finally
attempts
got it,
worked.
Yeah. You know what? I think that's how we came to appreciate Pokemon.
Yeah.
Just keep bashing your head against the wall until like there's that one point where like you captured the rare Pokemon. All right.
Yes.
To the next wall.
I remember having the patience to hunt, like maybe half a day, if not more, for just that one rare Pokemon.
Dude, I remember hunting for Bagon, and
Yeah.
the fish also. Do you remember?
Feebas? Yeah.
Feebas and Bagon. Me and Danny actually hunted
Those
them.
were nightmares.
Fucking pain in the balls.
And even
I got really lucky. The first Pokemon that I met in that Dragon Cave was a Bagon.
Really?
Yeah, I just caught it.
you lucky son of a bitch.
The Phoebus was the one that gave me
There's a
trouble.
specific place in there where the chances of running into Bagon get significantly higher.
Yeah.
But like he does appear throughout the cave. And for Feebas is
it
go
was
fuck
like
yourself.
a few select squares in a whole river.
Yeah.
That would change.
Yeah. Depending
Throughout.
on some random phrase that you do in another like city, I think.
It was a fisherman. He's like, "Hey, the fishing is great right now," and like that's how you know, like, it's time for Feebas. Fucking go! Some bullshit like that.
Todd is zoned out now.
So Todd is
Just a
becoming
little
the
bit.
warmest person ever.
No, it's actually not doing it.
The lukewarm man. Then you give him your body warmth.
Oh my god!
Send a picture of this
No,
to
no,
Marcos.
no, get away.
Then you start vibrating to give him your warmth.
Fire!
Hold up. Oh, fuck. I entered the wrong application. Hold up. I'm sorry.
Post it on YouTube.
It's just
Oh.
million views right here.
Oh. Here. I feel like I should record this.
No, please don't.
I recorded nothing.
Johnson & Johnson, a family company.
I recorded nothing.
Oh, okay. Wait, we're recording a podcast.
This is going on the podcast time.
Oh, okay. I really like Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie was one of the definitive 64 titles.
I liked it better than I will.
Than Mario?
Yes, I did.
I thought I really liked Banjo too.
It was
but
way more colorful.
Yeah, definitely.
It had because it had this like I know Mario 64 had this a wealth of like different kind of environments and areas, but I think that with what Rare did with Banjo was on another level. You know, their environmental kind of design. I loved it, especially the snow level. Do you remember the snow
Yeah.
level where they had the giant? I think it was it a Christmas tree in the middle? Was it a giant snowman that you had to climb up to the top?
I think it was this. No, Mario.
it was a village,
Mario had
you
the
think about it.
snowman.
Okay.
I think it was the Christmas tree
Yeah.
in Banjo.
Because it was like a little village of like these little
Yeah.
houses, and
Was it?
I love that
It
game.
wasn't Snowy Peaks. It was.
I forgot what it was called.
I saw a Let's Play of Banjo-Kazooie recently. Krendor was actually streaming the entirety of Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. But I forgot what it's called. That's like something Peaks. But
Shiver Peaks?
I think it's Shivering.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Is it Shivering Peaks?
Nah, I wouldn't
Something
know.
like that.
Something like that.
To look it up.
Should be noted that I never played Banjo-Kazooie. I went with Super Mario,
Yeah.
but
And Mario Party.
I like the design of
Ooh.
it and the music.
the All-Stars cartridge.
All
Wait,
Stars
that wasn't
Art.
for the N64. Never mind. I was for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
The All-Stars cartridge?
Yeah.
God damn, that put away hours.
That
but
was-
that
that
was
wasn't
wrong
64.
system.
Yeah.
Was it but Banjo-Kazooie? I had a lot of 64 games. Like I had a bin full of
yeah.
64 games, and like that's one of the ones where I could just like, no matter what else the thing I was playing, I was like, oh, let's put some hours into Banjo.
Yeah, right.
Just put it in.
Find all the jigglies.
The
Jiggies.
Yeah.
I like the music in that game.
It's really good.
It's fun.
That was Grant Kirkhope who does
the composer.
the composer behind Banjo Kazooie and Banjo Tooie and Ukulele. They brought him back for Ukulele.
Also,
Awesome.
Viva Pinata.
And Baby Piano, yeah. And Grant Kirkhope is a great composer. Like, he does good, excellent music.
A lot of that stuff from Banjo was really memorable. Like I have it sometimes in my head. A couple, like the theme of the game.
Yeah, the theme was really good. I almost like every once in a while I'll hear Grunty's theme in the back of my head.
I saw the message. You're not gonna do this.
We're sorry, Sammy. He knows.
I know. I'm in the group messaging. If you didn't know, in case you forgot.
Grunty's theme is really Grunty theme. Clip Clop Woods, Treasure Trove Cove.
Treasure Trove Cove. Is
those,
it in part 2 where you go to Davy Jones' locker, or is it in the first game?
I think that's the second.
Okay.
I think that's 2.
Because I love the theme to that area. But the one for the snow Christmas level, I love that jungle too.
Yeah.
Really cool jungle. But that game was so cool. I'm pretty sure it doesn't hold up today.
Oh, it's still fun.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I have them on 360. I bought them when they came out digitally, right after Microsoft bought Rare.
I was playing Banjo Kazooie with Mike on the 360.
The multiplayer?
No, not the multiplayer.
Okay.
Just going through.
Don't you just like run around and shoot eggs at each other for the multiplayer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just the first thing that had the multiplayer.
Like a first-person thing.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't think anyone actually.
Oh no, that's the second. That's in 2.
That's in 2.
That's not in the first game.
Yeah, when you hold the, I forgot the name of the bird, but like an assault rifle.
Kazooie.
Yeah,
Kazooie. Yeah, and they had different colored eggs that had different properties.
Abilities and whatnot.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that multiplayer.
I remember
was like,
that.
No, I know. Yeah,
I do remember that.
I played a shit ton of it with my younger cousin 1-on-1, and we thought that was the coolest thing at the time. But yeah, I love that was like Banjo. That was the kind of game that my friend who lived across the street from me would come over and, like on the weekends, and we played all day and all night, like get into the puzzles together, and it was fun. It was a fun thing. So I kind of hope that they can nail that with ukulele for like the modern age.
I hope they do, because it looks just as colorful.
Yeah.
It looks
way more colorful.
Way more colorful with like today's standard of graphics.
Platforming too.
Yeah.
It's a like Viva Pinata palette color.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like Viva Pinata palette.
Which, like I said, I played Banjo probably like sometime last year with Mike, and it's like still fun, man.
Yeah.
Like especially if it's been a while and you're itching to play a platformer, like it's still fun. Like, I really like it.
Actually, I just remember now the theme that's always in my head is the one from the Egyptian area.
Yeah, that's really catchy.
Yeah, that was good. Wow, that game was a lot of fun. And there's GoldenEye.
The granddaddy for couch multiplayer.
Yep. Yeah.
GoldenEye. My dad and I would play GoldenEye all the time, and he was in my. It would be, since there was 4 controllers on the N64.
Yeah.
It would be my 3 brothers and my dad, like actually doing the GoldenEye multiplayer, and
Who picked the Odd Job?
Odd Job was usually I think probably me, actually.
Of course.
It would probably be me. But I played GoldenEye specifically all the way through with my dad, because my dad was is a big Bond fan. And so I would play through with him, and then we would all play the multiplayer on it, which was super fun, like FPS, multiplayer
for console.
Yeah,
on a game with one stick.
With one stick.
Fucking insane.
Grant Kirkhope actually did music for Bond also.
I think people tend to forget that it is also a Rare game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was when Rare was in their prime.
Mm-hmm.
You had GoldenEye. You had Perfect Dark.
Yeah, they had Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct 2. Banjo 1 and 2, and they did another game. Didn't they do a fighting game?
I mean, Killer Instinct is.
Oh, I'm sorry, but another one aside from that one, no?
Unless Clay Fighters was them.
That's the one. Is that one also?
It
I
might
think
be.
it might be. It might also be Rare. I'm not too sure.
I think it may be Clay Fighters. Not like you. Don't quote me on that because I'm not super
Yeah.
sure. Maybe another developer altogether.
I remember playing. So I didn't own the cartridge for GoldenEye because my mom at the time didn't let me like play the violent video games. Even though I was technically playing Doom on the PC, she had no fucking clue. Sorry, Mom. But my cousin had it, and he would come over on the weekends, and then when she would leave or like go run an errand, we'd play it, and then one of my younger cousins would play watch. Like he would watch to make sure she wasn't coming home, and the moment she was, we'd put the cartridge in his backpack and we'd put in Mario, and we all sit around as if we were never playing the game. She never had a clue. We had a system for this, okay? It worked. We took turns playing watch, but it was good because she would always come in to check like what we were doing, and that lasted until like the first year or two in middle school, and then GTA was a thing. But that's for another day. Did anyone ever play Doom 64?
No, I don't
think
know.
so.
I never played Doom 64. Well, I never got a chance to. But what about games you guys have never played that people like? They're like games that I don't know, like definitive 64 titles.
Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie.
I mean, yeah, I think that the first one is definitely like a definitive title.
Banjo-Tooie is also notable. I think that the Kazooie was really
The star of the show.
Star, yeah.
I remember never playing Majora's Mask, mostly because I was terrified of it.
That was some scary shit.
Yeah.
And what was the other one for
It's the
the?
only one I really like.
What was the other one that was for the 64?
Ocarina
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time?
Ocarina of Time, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
The one that I liked a lot was Link's Awakening. That was my fucking jam. But again, that was an older system.
Yeah.
Game Boy.
I never finished Ocarina of Time. I had the cartridge, and I replayed it. I restarted it like a dozen times. Never finished it.
Never finished.
I liked it. It just at the time I was like, I just want to play other shit. And then when Majora's Mask came out, that's legitimately like the only Zelda game I've ever finished, and not a one playthrough. I restarted like 3 times, but I did finish it. And my cousin had the gold cartridge. Was it gold or purple? Was it purple?
It was gold.
There was a gold cartridge
Yeah.
that had a bunch of Zelda games in it, but most of the cartridges sold were retail failures, and they had some of the games wouldn't even load.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, my cousin had that cartridge, and I was always super jealous of it. But yeah, I mean, I need to play Majora's Mask.
Yes.
It's really good. I would suggest picking it up for the 3DS.
I would actually say look for a ROM of it because, like I said about a lot of these games that come on 3DS, I feel like they're like Zelda games are better off. 3D Zelda games are better off on a console, in my opinion, right? But I've heard good things about the Majora's Mask.
It works just fine.
Yeah.
Like it does what it does. What does what Majora's Mask does, and it has like enhanced graphics. So.
Cool. Did you guys ever play Glover?
Yeah, I played.
Never played that game. Always curious about it.
It was an interesting platformer. I never finished it.
Not sure. What was it about?
It's a glove.
Oh, you would walk on a bomb.
Yeah.
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 That
Okay, I
one.
remember it. Never played it.
Yeah. It was this weird ass platformer. I remember always passing by it.
It's like a magician's glove.
Some
and
shit
the
like that.
magician leaves him or is kidnapped, and the glove has to go save him.
Yeah.
I remember always passing by it at the Blockbuster, and I was like, I wonder what this game is about. I never played it. That was always a fascination for
Do
me.
you remember the Bee Bumble?
Oh yeah.
I never
Bee Bumble.
never learned the name of that game, but it had like it was about a bee, and he would attack things. And
Okay.
he had like guns and stuff. It was like a cartoony looking bee.
Okay.
and it's like it had its own theme song, and in the
Really?
theme song it was like Bubbly Bee Bumble, or I forgot.
I have no idea.
It was some
Shit was
weird,
weird.
like, rap thing.
Yeah,
You're flying around as a little bee, fucking shooting shit.
Never heard. Maybe I have. I don't
it's
remember.
a super obscure game. I'm sure it
Yeah.
is.
I don't know. I might be thinking that it was on this game may be on the GameCube. Do you all remember Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg?
Whoa, no.
Yes,
No, it
I
sounds
remember.
really obscure.
Was that a 64 title?
Well, was it a
I
kid
rem-
dressed up as a chicken,
Sort of.
Yeah.
like a chicken hat?
Yeah.
I remember it on the
No, it was on the
earlier
Game-
than that. I think.
Really?
I think.
Because I think there was one for the GameCube. But I faintly remember there might have been a Billy Hatcher for the 64. I don't remember, like, completely, though.
I remember the cover. I don't remember the gameplay.
It was sort of like Glover, actually. You basically roll around. You're trying to go through platforming sections, like rolling around like eggs, and you hatch them and they do stuff.
Oh, okay.
It was another platforming game, which the 64 was this chock full of platformers, but because Mario 64 like blew everything out of the water, and people were like, "Oh, well, we need
Holy
to,
shit!
we need to compete with this." Is it? I played Star Fox 64 so much.
Oh yes.
I like Star Fox 64 was. I think I got every last possible combination of planetary destinations in Star Fox 64.
I remember Star Fox 64 had a second secret boss or something.
Mm-hmm.
So you could fight Andros,
Yeah.
but then you fight Andros with your dad. Or something
Or
like
like Robo Andros, something like that.
that. No, not.
Wasn't he always a robot?
Yeah, he was always a robot.
Okay. Spoilers.
Was he? See, are we, like,
more
even
than
in the
a decade
64
old
is he a
now,
robot?
He's a robot. Yeah.
I just remember like the if you did something specific, or if you go all the left route, you get to fight him with your dad.
I played very little. I didn't even own the cartridge.
Really?
I played a little bit on my cousin. My cousin was the one. I had the system first, but he's the one that got games more often. So I had to like whenever I picked out a game, it'd be like, "This is the only game we're buying you for like a year and a half." And I'm like, fuck. Well, I didn't say fuck, right? But I probably did
In your head.
in my head. Blast Corps?
Blast Corps.
Yeah, you guys remember this game?
Not
No.
sure. I
Really?
think I remember.
So it was like you played all these different vehicles and you had to like destroy everything. There was like different scenarios in like these really small sandboxes, and like one of them was like you played a bulldozer and you had to go do this dumb shit. It was like semi-transformery kind of game.
You got me there, but
Really cool.
Yeah, I didn't
Probably
play that.
probably very niche, but I liked it a lot. Yeah.
Do you guys remember Jet Force Gemini?
Yes.
that was
Yeah.
That's a rare game also. We didn't
Yeah.
do that right, Danny. I'm sorry. There you go.
Yeah, Jet Force Gemini
It's
is
awesome, and it had co-op.
you shoot ants.
Yep.
Ant aliens.
In the end,
You
it
had
turns
little-
out that they were the good guys.
And you have this little dog with
Well,
you.
were you the
Yeah.
bad guys?
No,
Well,
it's
you don't
'cause-
know that.
Yeah, you don't know that. But
Well, you're not the bad guys either. You just
The like little teddy bears or whatever, I forgot what they were that you were saving, are like dick butts,
Oh, okay.
and the ants were trying to contain them.
I like that game a lot. I wish they would remaster that.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a. Well, I don't know which games they were, but wasn't there a Rare collection that came out on the Xbox One?
Yeah.
But it didn't have any of those.
Jet Force
games.
Gemini?
I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
don't
sure
think so.
the Rare collection? It had all of Rare games, including.
But did it have Jet Force
I
Gemini?
think it had Jet Force
Well,
Gemini.
except Donkey Kong, I would assume.
Except Donkey Kong, yeah. And anything like super hard Nintendo property did not come out.
Man, that's so weird. Like, I don't. Is it a full remaster or is it? I don't know. I haven't seen it. But I wonder if the Nintendo logo comes out at the beginning of those games. Do you think
Probably
I wouldn't?
not.
I would imagine they have
doubt
to
it.
take those out.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Battletoads.
That's a
Battletoads.
game I never played.
Never played it either.
I'm
I
thankful
don't
that I
think it-
never played it.
I don't
'cause
think it came out on the 64.
No, it came
Oh,
on the
I'm just saying
Nintendo
Battletoads.
in general.
we should call
Gold and silver
Gold and
pond.
silver pond.
Silver pie.
Have you
Super
seen
bad.
that meme, Todd?
No, I haven't. You show it to me.
It's like this. I'll explain it later.
Okay. Okay.
Just
Golden
Battle
silver.
Toads.
Battle
That's all you
Toads.
need.
Just
Remember that.
Okay. Pokemon
Todd.
Stadium.
Todd.
Oh,
Pokemon
yes.
Stadium.
I love
Badass.
Pokemon Stadium, and if that was still a thing today, I'd still play today. I love Pokemon Stadium.
I remember.
But like that
every
that kind of Pokemon, you know what I mean? That style of game,
Yeah.
I play that.
The mini
that Gold and Silver Stadium was also fun.
Yeah.
The mini
First
games
one.
for Stadium were really cool.
I remember when we would all go over to our cousin's house, we would spend more time on the mini games than anything else.
Count how many Pikachus run across the screen. Yay.
Clefairy says, yeah.
Actually, I have a little story about Pokemon Stadium. So one day, it came out when I was in middle school, like in 6th grade.
Is
was-
this a creepypasta?
No, it's not.
Come on.
So
Creep it up.
In the T-pose.
So there was a drug dealer. Just kidding.
T-pose Pikachu came from across the skies.
Maybe like a month in, one day I was waiting outside the school. I went to AP Solis. You probably guys don't know what that is, but it's here. It's the middle school in Donna. Shit school. Donna sucks too. And I was waiting outside, and that was my first year with an instrument, so I had the saxophone. And I was waiting outside for my parents, and no one ever showed up. And it was like 6:30, right? It was 6:30, and let me tell you, AP Solis is in a really bad spot of southern Donna. And those neighborhoods, gunshots go off, you don't want to be around that area. A lot of loose dogs. And so I thought, what? What's going on? Why didn't they come pick me up? It's Friday. And then, so I didn't even have a phone, right? Like that was when like cell phones were barely becoming like the normal
Too
thing,
expensive
right?
to have.
Some of them were, yeah. My mom had a cell phone though. But anyways, and so what I didn't know what to do, and like literally nobody was there. Like all the staff had already left, and one of my friends at some point, like right before they came to pick him up, he's like, "Hey, you want to go home with me?" It's like, and I told him, "You know what? No, they're coming," and I should have gone home with him. So this is what I did. I had a friend that lived. So here's the school. I know this is not a video, but the school is in this area, and there's this long road that drives to
For
the
those
left.
of you listening, he brought out the HoloLens, and he's drawing on the HoloLens. And
In
we've
Minecraft.
seen everything.
We
It
have
looks
a
beautiful.
prototype HoloLens here.
Yes, we do. I paid $3,000 for it, and it was like this is school, and all the bad neighborhoods were here, and so the route that everyone took was this road to the left, and it would come out through Apollo in Donna,
Yes,
and
the
so
god.
what?
The god
Yes, the god Apollo. And so on the straight road back to 83, one of my friends that was in band with me, I knew he lived in the area. So I literally walked all the way over there. It was fucking hot as shit. I was wearing a jacket like an idiot, and I had a saxophone with me. And I walked it was literally, I mean, at this point I don't even know what the distance was, but it was long, and I almost got attacked by dogs. And then I finally got there, and nobody answered the door for like a solid 5 minutes. And then finally somebody came out. It was his mom, and I told him, "Hi, I'm Sal's friend. His name was Sal. Can I use your phone?" So I got inside, and I totally forgot to call my parents because he was sitting down with his sister playing Pokemon Stadium, and I said, "Fuck it."
Instantly said, "Hey, fuck the phone call. I'm
gonna sit down," and I played Pokemon Stadium until like 8 p.m. And then I finally called my parents, and they were freaking out because my parents thought that each other had came to pick me up, and they were busy doing stuff. So my dad was at work, and he thought my mom came to pick me up, and my mom was at work, and he thought my dad came to pick me up. And so my mom came to pick me up, freaked the fuck out, right? She was so scared. And then we got home, and she was like, "Are you okay?" Blah blah blah. This like, "I'm sorry, all this stuff happened." And then she's like, "Do you want to go get something to eat? You want a burger?" And I was like, and I told her, "You know what, Mom? I want Pokemon Stadium." And she got me Pokemon Stadium.
That was the ultimate, like, "I'm sorry, son.
Yeah.
We dropped the ball on this one. You know what?
Yeah.
Here. This is a
$60 game.
We fucked up. Here, take this."
Yeah. That was awesome. And then I played Pokemon Stadium that night.
That weekend.
She went to Sears to buy it. Because apparently that's where people used to go to buy the electronics at Sears.
At Sears.
Yeah. That's my Pokemon Stadium story. I encourage other people to come forward with their stories as well. About Pokemon.
About Pokemon Stadium.
Oh, I
Stories
mean,
for Pokemon. I could tell you how for the next couple of years, how I fucked up my eyes playing Pokemon.
I
We
always,
have detailed information on that topic.
I always sat really close to the screen when I was playing on the 64. Like,
yeah.
stupid close.
I mean, I think we all did as
yeah.
kids. Like,
And then the next...
and then I noticed, like, my nephew, he plays with the gamepad, like, right here.
Oh, on the Wii U?
No, on the Wii U, on his
Yeah,
tablet, on anything. Like, he'll lay down. He'll put it on his chest, and it'll be right here. And I grab it, and I put it, like, over here. And it's like, slowly but surely, he'll move it back up to his face. And I feel like that old, grumpy old man, like, don't do it, you're going to hurt your eyes.
I mean, it's proven that you really shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So.
I sit really close to that TV, guys, so... Yeah, but my eyes are already fucked anyway, so it's funny, like...
Why don't you have glasses then?
Oh, I used to wear glasses. But
You just chose to stop wearing them?
yeah,
It's not good.
I can see you just fine. Like, I actually...
Well, I mean, I can see you just fine without this.
Oh, no, like, I can read stuff from, like... I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't have perfect vision,
You
but I'm
sound
okay.
like you're in an intervention.
Right.
Or something. I'm okay.
Where it says to the ramparts, without my glasses, I can't see that.
Really?
Yeah, I can't see that.
Damn, you're blind.
My eyes are fairly fucked. Like, I can't tell you how Uncharted is spelled from here.
Okay.
It looks kind of blurry, but I know, like, it starts with a U, and then there's, like, a squiggle of bullshit around there. And then it's, like, TED, and then a yellow number 3.
A yellow 3, yeah. So
I
imagine...
have fairly bad eyes.
So imagine VR. Don't sit so close to the TV and... Right in your
It's in my face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's hilarious. Do you guys remember when you had to take out the expansion, or you had to buy the expansion pack to
expansion
play
pack, yeah.
either Donkey Kong, or was it Majora's Mask that you need to play
I
too?
don't.
I
think
remember
Majora
it for
needed
Donkey Kong because it was like a red thingy,
Yeah.
and like in my head, it was like in my head, I thought it was like an engine. Essentially, like you have to take out the engine and put a stronger engine to make it fucking work.
Oh my god! I remember we came home when we went to buy it, and obviously, like my parents and I were both totally oblivious that we needed the thing, and it says it on the fucking box. And I put the game in, and then I remember I was so pissed off. My parents were more pissed off because they said, "Well, you should have known." And I'm like, "Motherfuckers, how am I supposed to know this? I'm only like 12."
Weren't there some that came with it?
Yeah, there was a package, but we never saw that at the Sears. Sears. Yeah, that's what they always went to the Sears because my mom was under the impression that if we go to Best Buy, it's more expensive. It's like, no, it's the same price. Sears.
Let's see. Do you have any memorable stories, Danny? Because I honestly don't remember.
Shit.
Great story, thank you.
For the 64.
See, come back to me. You guys talk.
So my friends from my neighborhood who have since by now like are fucking everywhere, right? Like they're no longer in my neighborhood anymore. We would all get together at one of my friends' house and like weekend, like almost every weekend, we would either play Stadium, we would play Bond, or we would play Super Smash Brothers.
Okay.
And,
oh man, Smash.
We would make a thing out of it. Like all our parents knew each other. Like they would send us with money so that we could get pizzas.
and stuff.
Like they would have a cooler full of drinks.
So they knew what was up.
Yeah, like it was like, oh well, our kids are together having fun. Let's help them out. Yeah, let's let them. And so like, it would be literally like 8 or 9 of us at a time, like in our backyard of a friend's house with a big ass CRT monitor.
Wow, that's awesome.
Like I just hooked up to the N64, and we would all just take turns like playing Smash. We would just any multiplayer games, like even like Diddy Kong Racing, Mario Kart.
Hours away with us.
It was just 4 people at a time. When the 4 people were done, another 4 people would do, and we would just we would rotate out, and we would do that for hours. Like it would be literally like 6 or 7 hours, like playing like during the weekend mostly, and sometimes after school we were like, you know what, let's get together and let's play Smash, or let's get together and do this or that.
Yeah.
And it was like that was a really fun thing. It actually brought like all the neighborhood kids together.
Yeah.
From playing the 64, which like it was a great multiplayer console. I think it was the first one to have a 4-player controller setup.
Console wise,
Yeah.
because
Console-wise.
I think the Super Nintendo
The
had
highest
like
The
before
Super had
two.
two. Yeah. The PS1 also only had 2.
Until they made the
original.
V theme.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it did.
For
I-
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal.
So yeah, I think the one that to supersede or to the closest one to have a 4-player setup after that was the Dreamcast.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was so the 64 was like the first couch co-op, like have more than 2 people with you.
Do stuff.
How not Nintendo related, but how did that go? Like the Dreamcast literally came out the day they announced it, right? Or was it a different console? I think it was like like the Genesis 3 or something. I forgot what it was. Remember? And then so during the Sony conference, like literally someone comes out and says, "Did you say the price of the PS1? $299 or some shit like that?" And then it destroyed the other console. I forgot how that went.
Super Smash.
Yeah. Oh my
Super
god! I
Smash.
put
Smash.
an endless amount of time into that game.
This was like essentially the equivalent of what you guys did, but it was with my cousins. Like us as children, like Danny and myself, we didn't go and hang out with like friends a lot. We had our cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because literally that
at
whole
one
street
point in our lives.
was all cousins.
Yeah, like it was. Our neighbor was Eric and Lalo, which is Eddie, and then it was us. And then down the street we had Abraham, Eddie, and Luis, which they're brothers. And then it was Juan and Ruben. And we were the kids of the street, you know. And what we would do is like, hey, this new game's out. You guys want to play it? And it was like, fuck yeah, sure, let's play. And then we fucking play for hours on end.
And then
King Kong Racing put away fucking hours because it was able to take care of 4 kids at once, you know. And same thing with Super Smash, 4 kids at once.
Babysitter.
I remember when we would go out to Mexico in our grandparents' house, like they have this upstairs part which would lead into like a balcony
La terraza?
type, a terrace.
Uh-huh.
And up there we would set up like the CRT monitor and like hook it up to
Sweet.
So
power.
it'd be nighttime and we'd have wind flowing and we'd be outside just playing like fucking and like our parents would be like downstairs barbecuing outside,
doing whatever they.
and like they'd hear us just yelling and like fucking bullshitting because like clutch moments were like, Pikachu shouldn't have done that. What the fuck? You should have flown away.
You're
You got hit.
cheating.
You're cheating. Fucking hacker. Well, no, we didn't say hacker. But, like,
You cheater.
but we'd call bullshit on each other and like, no, it's just we get better. Look.
Smash Brothers for me and my cousin was basically what was Halo before Halo.
Yeah.
We would spend like when Smash Brothers came out, he had the cartridge and he would like every weekend he would come over. That's all we would play.
Yeah.
Literally, we would not, and that's because he had Gold. That came out after GoldenEye, right? But we had that and Mario Kart and stuff like that, and we never touched those ever again, basically, because Smash was the king game to play with multiple people. Like it was the game to play if you didn't have GoldenEye or if you got tired of GoldenEye. And we did get tired of GoldenEye after a certain amount of time.
There was a specific game. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like. You were able to play up to 4 people, but I would play 1-on-1. One person was a ghost and the other person was a human. And the ghost had to possess the human and then make him commit suicide by doing something. Like jumping into the water and dying or doing something crazy.
And N64 game?
Yes.
I
Wow.
remember this. I
And
don't remember.
like the ghost
what.
was weird and blue, and it was in the cover of the cartridge.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
man, I have no idea.
the human's job was to not get killed by the ghost, and he had like a zappy ray gun that he would shoot at the ghost to try
Yeah.
to get him.
That does not
It's
sound familiar.
dude. Trust me, I'm not crazy. But
Like it's barely there, but I have like faint fucking.
I remember
flashbacks.
playing it in Monterrey with Rodri.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So Army Men.
Yeah,
Army
I-
Men was
Army
super
Men.
good.
I-
Played a lot of Army Men, even right into the PS2 era too.
Yeah, that game was fun.
It was.
They had a bunch of those, right? Like there was
Yeah.
a ton of those that
That,
came
that,
out.
that thing had got on for a bit. I think it was like from Toy Story, like Army Men, and like fucking Army Men. Don't watch
Yeah.
him get on the Jeep and shoot shit.
During the Super Best Friends playthrough of Twilight Princess, they were actually talking about how many Army Men games that there are, and they were saying like how many are there more Army Men games than there are seasons of The Simpsons? And the answer is yes.
That's ridiculous.
Wait, for
There are
real?
actually 63 different Army Men games.
Jeez.
Wow. I
Yeah.
would assume a lot of them are portable. A lot of them came out on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
A fuck ton of them. And PSP also.
But they're
Jeez.
like that.
Yep.
Army Men was the Call of Duty before Call of Duty.
Yeah. Don't worry, Activision will get to 64, or like,
64 iterations.
Battlefield
iterations.
Army Men.
yeah. Call of Duty cross Army Men.
So I don't know if I'm the only one. I probably am the only one from us in particular.
Okay.
But I'm gonna ask anyway. Did anybody here get the Hey You Pikachu edition?
No.
Nintendo 64.
No, I had a friend that had one
You had
though.
a friend-
Yeah.
that's okay, so
God.
I got the Hey You Pikachu edition.
So
So I remember seeing commercials
jealous.
and thinking that was some sort of fucking brujeria bullshit. It's like I
Talk
remember
to
being a kid,
Pikachu.
like, and he'd get home from school and like he'd rip off his fucking backpack and shit. He'd run into his room and like, "Hey you Pikachu!" And then like Pikachu would be like off in the far distance of the TV. He'd be like turn around and like run into the front, and then like the kid was like best friends with Pikachu, and he was essentially my pet robot and me.
And then he became a serial killer.
He started talking to other inanimate objects.
Inanimate.
He
Inanimate.
started
Inanimate.
hoarding all the edamame money.
Laminated objects.
So yeah, the Hey You Pikachu was a really interesting game.
Yeah.
Because like the microphone did work. Like the Pikachu would respond to you when you said stuff. The
But it was
thing
only
is,
certain words.
Only certain words.
Very early kind
Yeah.
of this kind of stuff.
Like it wasn't like in depth.
It's not like Siri.
Hey
Yeah.
Siri, show me where to hide a body. Pikachu.
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 So it was that's an interesting game.
Yeah,
Like, I remember
sure.
like enjoying it. Like it was fun. You know, you get to mess around with Pikachu.
What were things you were able to do?
So-
I don't like no bullshit. I only remember that commercial.
Basically, like you go around with Pikachu in a really small world, and you go like fishing, and you go like hunting for other Pokemon, and to just interact with. You have to go and get Pikachu food. There was like a home hub basically, and where you could like pet Pikachu and like play with him and like tell him to do stuff, and it was an interesting little game. That actually like was probably the first time like there was like a console dedicated to something, and they like customized
Like
the
special edition console?
the
Yeah.
special
So I
edition.
remember correctly, it was like blue and yellow, right?
Yeah, it was blue and yellow.
Yeah.
And it came with a blue and yellow controller also, plus the little pack that you put the microphone on.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Speaking of
packs, like the first Rumble
the
pack.
Rumble pack, I was
Oh my
about to
god, that
say-
was a fucking
I was
game
about to
changer.
transition to the Rumble
The
pack.
first Rumble pack.
Oh,
That
God.
was
Feel
a
the
game
hits of
changer
your
for me.
opponent as they shoot at you.
Yeah. I remember that.
Vibrate like
Fucking
Holy
awesome.
fuck!
The control's angry.
I would just put it up against my face and just like, yes, vibrate. Yeah, that was cool.
Remember Pokemon Channel?
Pokemon Channel?
Pokemon Channel?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pokemon TV or something like that for the N64.
Wait, I don't know.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
What is it?
It was
Is it a
like-
cartridge?
I think.
Yes, I want to say it was.
I mean, it has to be.
What,
Pokemon
like,
TV?
what was it?
Was it like Pokemon show episodes?
No. it
No,
was-
it'd be like there's different channels and like it'd be like mini games happening in different channels.
No shit.
Yeah. something
Never
like
heard of that.
Yeah, I actually I don't remember
But
that.
maybe
at all.
you and me are crazy, Danny, and that was like a extremely pirated fucking bullshit.
Or maybe it came out like on the
Let's
GameCube or
just look it
something.
up.
Did it come out on the GameCube?
I don't know. It would just seem like it would.
I feel like you would have to have like internet access.
Or a disc.
No.
Yeah, or a disc.
Yeah. Oh my god, I remember Castlevania 64.
That hot steamy
Hot,
pile of
steamy garbage. I was so excited to play it. I borrowed
No,
it from a
that
friend.
was, that was GameCube.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Pokemon Channel.
Huh. That's let me see.
There's actually an app now called the Pokemon Channel, and you can watch the
makes
movies for free and
Really?
episodes
Oh,
for free.
shit.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's a cool little hub of all the anime and movies.
That sounds about right.
Pokemon Channel.
You know what? I still played my N64 up until even weeks after I bought the original Xbox. I
would
still played it.
Like when we had a PS2, like I would still hop back to the
Yeah,
64
back.
occasionally.
Because the library was so big at that point that you had stuff to play there.
As for Danny and me, like the PlayStation 1 came out and like we didn't have a home console.
Yeah.
So like if we wanted to go play Nintendo, like we'd go out to our cousin's house and stuff.
Sure.
But if we wanted, like, once we got the
PS1.
the PS1, like we dunked hours into it. I remember a soldier, like toy soldier game for
Army Men for the
Army
for
Men,
PS1.
I also remember sinking fucking hours on Twisted Metal. Just
Oh,
like me
yeah.
versus Danny, and we just fucking
Just go at it. Yeah.
fucking drive around for fucking hours.
Yeah. I
And
still
Gundam Battle Assault, Danny.
I still
best.
I still have my N64 somewhere in this house. It's probably under the stairs. And I have all the cartridges and everything too. Actually, at that point, I had switched out. My parents had switched out my console for me for the clear one, or one. They had multiple colors.
Like a
Yeah.
purple clear
It
one.
was a purple. I think that was the only one. But I
Purplish clear.
swear that they had like a blue.
There's also a
and
blue one.
green, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was a green one also.
Yeah, I had the purple clear one. Which was really
Remember the it was almost like pink purple, but it was like
cool. Sure, yeah,
really clear,
yeah,
and like everyone wanted it.
yeah. it
Like,
looked
I remember
really cool.
everyone wanted like
Yeah.
that clear console. And I was like, shit, wow.
And I think that nowadays it's still kind of like that, but like I don't think people are gonna go out in the trobes and buy like a slim PS4 or like the Xbox One Slim, that kind of stuff. Because I think it was until
I mean, there's still special editions for stuff every now and then. Like
every now and then there are, but
like-
people kind of pass over it
Like
now.
personally, I thought the Destiny PS3, no, the Destiny
PS4.
PS4. I personally thought that.
Oh,
thing
you
was
mean the second one?
beautiful.
Like the one for the first expansion. Because I bought
Like,
the
it was a
first
white
one.
that had like gold
Yeah,
emblazing and like
yeah.
that,
That was
one
the second one.
pretty, man. That one
'Cause-
was.
Because the first one that came with the game, that's the one I bought.
Mhm.
And then Injustice fucked up my console, of course. So fuck that game. But yeah, the second one came out. I'm sorry, Danny. I can't forgive it.
Just let part 2 fix that.
No, that game is never going on my fucking console for the sake of my console. Yeah, but then after that, I like even when I had the original Xbox, I would still at that point like ROMs had like maybe started coming out at that point, so I was playing it on my old PC. You know, I was playing a lot of I was playing, and then when the 360 came out, I would still play the ROMs for Smash Brothers and Mario Kart with 360 controllers because you can plug those into your PC, right?
Yeah.
That was so awesome. But the 64 had a good run. It was a highly successful console.
Incredibly successful.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Still had great stuff. Like
Yeah.
I know Resident Evil. There was a few Resident Evils that came out for
That's
it,
true.
and,
That's true. I completely forgot. I never played them on the 64, so I
Did
wouldn't
Resident
know.
Evil end up coming out on 60?
Yeah.
I remember for the PlayStation.
2 came out for the 64.
Nemesis also.
Nemesis also, yeah.
See, I don't associate the 64 with Resident Evil.
No, it's PlayStation.
To me, like Resident Evil was on PlayStation 1.
And Dreamcast.
Wow.
And Dreamcast.
Veronica.
Yeah.
Veronica was in Dreamcast. Oh man.
How many Sonic games were on the?
Shut up.
64? None.
None.
Not
No,
one.
it's
was
a
supposed
Sega
to be on
That's
Dreamcast.
Sega. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's different, right? But no.
Sonic Boom.
Yeah,
I like how you immediately went, shut up.
It's great to.
Fucking hate Sonic so much.
It's so interesting to think that Nintendo and Sega were competitors.
Like hardcore
Hard
competitors.
competitors.
At one point.
Yeah.
Hey man, say what you want. I actually thought the fucking Dreamcast control was fucking spiffy.
Yeah, the
It had
Dreamcast is fucking
that
cool.
memory
The
card that you would
Dreamcast-
connect onto your.
The Dreamcast is one of my favorite consoles, like because it's a great, it's cool. Like,
It's and the most short-lived one of all
yeah,
time.
it's way ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was because they had Phantasy Star Online, and that
Yeah.
was an online game.
I think Matt
Yeah.
hates the crap out of the Dreamcast.
Matt
Matt Muscles, yeah.
from Super Best Friends, really?
Yeah.
It's Max's favorite console.
I think he has it in a little like a little Connex type of thing. Not a Connex, but like a little cube where he has all his systems.
Mhm.
It's just dirty laundry piled next to it, and like he just. I forgot. I think it was when he was showing off his house and stuff. It was like, there's the Dreamcast. It's just there in the corner.
The Dreamcast is cool, man. It has
But
some
like, I
really
thought the
great
control was
games
fucking
also.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, the control's really cool.
The only thing I
Crazy
like
Taxi.
about Sega now is Project Diva. That's the only thing they're good for.
Well, Sega published Alien Isolation, so I can give them.
That's
Sega
props for
does
that.
more than Miku and Sonic. You know?
Yeah, they
So
publish
actually
stuff.
have quite a few things.
Yeah.
that's the only thing.
But that's the
they're good
only
for.
thing they catch flack for.
The,
Oh, and they own
For
Atlas
horrible.
now.
yeah, they own Atlas.
Wait,
Yup.
Wait, what?
They own it. This is like a year ago now.
Oh,
No, well, I mean, yeah, they're not just publishing for them in the West. They
Yeah.
own them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
Shit.
acquired them last year.
so
for,
Persona is being translated for them.
I would assume that the. You know what? I never thought of that. I would
Is it-
assume that the.
It has Atlas on it, like
Yeah,
on Persona.
but I would assume that the the localization of their game should be a lot easier now. But yet it's still coming out in February.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much that has changed, but I would assume that their resources have become a little more so. Like, people make fun of Sega all the time, and they're not like this extremely prominent publisher, but they get shit done
They get
still.
their shit, yeah.
Like they're still running, Sonic's dead body on life support.
You mean Corpse of Sonic?
Corpse of Sonic.
Mummified corpse of
Yeah.
Sonic. Sonic, the person who's running the Sonic the Hedgehog fan page was throwing shade on Lady Number
And
9.
yes, it was so great.
Really?
Dude, hey,
It's
that's
like, are
Sonic.
you one to talk, man?
Hello, Grave Warden. Meet other Grave Warden.
that Sonic Twitter account, the official one, is fucking hilarious.
It is funny.
They
yeah.
fucking nail that
Oh,
shit.
I need to look it up.
They also constantly are tweeting back
At people, like at Game Grumps,
at Game Grumps
and like yeah, people like
especially,
that.
yeah.
Oh man, I have to look that up.
The person who's running the Sonic page is a savage, man.
He should be the one. He or she should be the one writing the games. Because good lord, does it need that? Does it either need to be revived at like well, or just
They've
shot in the
attempted to
face?
revive it multiple
Now,
times.
but well, you know.
Yeah, I think that
But to
heart's
its
giving
credit,
up.
Generations was
I heard that.
Good.
I heard that Generations
People like
was the okay
Colors.
one.
Colors
People like
was
Colors
okay.
too.
Colors.
Fucking hate that theme song because in the GameStop when I was working at the time, they played it every 15 minutes in the
It's
commercials.
like a broken record.
Fuck.
Todd is the theme song now. Like,
No.
yeah, he's just gonna complain about it over and over.
I
in
am.
every fucking podcast.
And you know what? You know what's the worst thing? My boss had it as a ringtone.
Dude,
That's
we need to find.
No!
I'm gonna
Stop.
open Zilch.
no Beanie copyrights.
Oh, hold up though.
No, no one's gonna do anything to us.
Alright, so what would you guys say was your favorite N64
Ooh,
title?
this is a good way
Oh,
to top it
fuck.
off.
That's. Jeez.
Hello.
That's hard to do, man.
It's
Banjo-Kazooie.
difficult. Banjo?
Absolutely, I was really close to saying Super Smash because of all the time I put into it, but nothing really like involved me so much in the gameplay or immersed me like Banjo. Second would definitely be Majora's Mask and then Smash, but Banjo-Kazooie takes the cake for me. Yeah.
Daddy? Can you think of a favorite?
I would have to say Super Smash. Just
That's a good
from
one.
the sheer amount of the time.
The time you put into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Capel?
Myself?
Yes.
My favorite is Pokemon Snap.
Which we didn't even talk about.
Which we didn't talk
That's
about.
true.
But
Pokemon Snap was,
really-
again,
it
really
was
cool game.
Cool, great
Cool
concept.
I
It was
personally never
fun.
played it.
Really?
Yeah.
I played the shit out of it.
I played it on my
love
friend's house.
Pokemon
I
Snap.
played it years later when it got released on the Wii shop.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
it's
did it get
good.
released on the eShop?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Now the only thing I need for them to do is to make like a sequel on the Wii U.
That would have been the best, because they have the fucking tablet part
Yeah.
and they can act like a camera, but whatever.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
That's
But
the proper way to innovate, Nintendo.
The thing is that now
Mobile will probably
there's
make more sense.
Pokemon Go, so.
Yeah.
Which in a lot of ways will probably
Pokemon
be an
Go
equivalent to it.
Snap.
That's not a proper substitute,
cool.
though.
People want Pokemon Go Snap, like that was been an idea that people just throwing around like forever.
I think that just makes a lot of sense
yeah,
too.
it does, because you can the technology's there now, and
Yeah.
the phone has a fucking camera.
Yeah,
So
literally anywhere you go.
yeah. Ben, what about you?
Favorite game?
Favorite game?
And I think Diddy Kong Racing had a lot of good memories for me. Yeah.
So Diddy Kong
It-
Racing.
Even like
Did you play that more than
Looking-
Mario Kart?
jeez, man, that's a good one. I honestly don't know, man.
Okay, you played them kind of on and off equally, or like went back and forth between them.
No, it's just like I guess I have a special place in it
Yeah.
for Diddy Kong because I remember like Gus going and renting the system,
For that,
and we
game
would
in
stay
particular.
up watching him try to beat the boss, and then like he'd give up, and then me and Danny would just play versus.
Yeah.
Yeah, versus.
Oh man, yeah, that's some good stuff there. It's 20 years.
20 years. Yeah.
It's been a long time.
There's the thing is, like, there's probably still working N64s out
Oh,
there.
I wouldn't be
Easy.
surprised.
Yeah.
I actually, in downtown Far, I actually saw a shop that had a box with the Hey You Pikachu
No way.
Nintendo 64 in the box with the controller and everything,
Wow.
and the game, and I was like, that thing is only $30.
Wow,
But
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I kind of wanted to, like,
I
man,
can buy my child.
I can buy my
back.
child.
One of these days, and we could do like a little video diary. We should totally go and just like look around like different pawn shops and stuff, and look what we can
Just look
find.
for stuff.
That'd be
I
cool.
saw a pawn shop in Edinburgh that had a shelf full of GameCubes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Stop it.
What's it from?
Sonic Colors.
Fuck off.
I wish I could have recorded you going, fuck up. I honestly didn't remember the theme to it. It was just witty, witty,
I had-
witty,
you know what?
witty, witty,
Do you know how long it took me to forget that?
Oh, man. I'm going to make that my theme.
It's gonna haunt Todd in his nightmares.
I'm going to send Mikey a text asking him to call me.
No.
Specifically for Mikey, he's going to have the Sonic Colors
Sonic
theme.
Colors theme.
You
Witty, witty, witty.
No, for his, you should just have, you know, the audio file of a fire.
There's only one Sonic theme song. I feel like I stole the train. But there's only one Sonic at the speed of sound. Follow me,
Set me
trust
free.
with me. Come
We
on
will
and land
escape
in the
from the
fire.
city.
Sonic is against the law now, okay? When I become president, I will enforce this law.
I just love the little silence that Todd had in the. Fuck you!
What is that? It's the Sonic theme.
And that was before I met Mikey, so like, if I had met Mikey when that was going on, I probably would have punched him in the face every time I heard that song on the fucking TV. But, yeah, okay. I think that's a good place to stop. We've talked about it quite a bit. You know what, we should do this, we should try to do this maybe a little less, in a short amount of time, but like every time there's a big anniversary that comes up for a system, we kind of be nostalgic about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the next one's probably going to be
PS1.
PS1 or
PS1
Oh,
is
man.
which
coming up soon.
which basically it'll just be me talking about Metal Gear for an hour and a half and Castlevania.
It'll be Donnie and me talking
Talking
I
about.
still have
me and Danny still have our original PS1.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, with
Along with a bunch of accessories.
I have Metal Gear 1 on PS1.
along with
have
our
a copy
fucking
a pirate chip.
the pirate chip, the pirated games, the most pirated stuff ever.
Do you guys remember the Game Genie? Was there a Game Genie for 64?
I think
I'm
it
not
was.
sure.
I just remember there was one that you'd slap at the back of the PS4 to put codes. I mean PS4.
PS4.
Of the,
Game Genie still
the-
exists?
Yes.
the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the hacker chip was. You put it at the back there also.
I remember
You do stuff.
Gus and his friend Tito would they got the action replay.
Sweet.
And then I just remember them reading out like fucking letters and numbers, and I was too young to understand what was going on. So I'm like, what the hell are they
Yeah.
doing? They're hacking. Hacking.
That's some cool shit.
Master hacker.
I also remember Gus's friend Satanas.
He had a friend that he nicknamed Satan.
It wasn't Gus specifically, but like everyone nicknamed him Satanas. And
Satanas.
he was a fan of Beast Wars, and Danny and I were also a fan of Beast Wars. And there was one night.
Like,
hold on, this is building up to something. Me and Danny were playing, and my mom noticed that we didn't have those toys, and like, why do you guys have those toys? They're like, oh, Satanas lent it to us. And then me and Danny continue playing with the fucking Beast Wars, and my mom was like,
What?
Satanas, he lent us the Beast Wars.
Run that by me again.
You wanna tell me that one more time? Yeah. And that's how I learned Satanas was not a good word.
To those of you
Who are not Spanish speakers,
who are not
Satanas
Spanish speakers,
is the devil.
basically
Literally Satan.
we told our mom that Satan gave us toys.
But it's okay, because he said it was okay that we could play with them.
Yeah.
So we were playing with them. We didn't take them from Satan. Satan gave them to
He
us.
lent us to them.
And in exchange, you gave him your soul. It's no big deal.
That was fun.
Okay. I think we're good for
That's
today.
you wanted a story of our past?
Sure.
That's
I mean, I was hoping for N64 related stuff, but that's okay.
No, Satan toys.
You get Satan toys.
Marcos and the giant box of Satan toys.
Wait,
Don't do
wasn't
that.
it going to be something else though?
Oh, what was it?
It was in the
forgot.
beginning of the podcast.
Well, when I edit it, I'll listen to it, and I'll put that. I'm gonna put that as a title, whatever that's gonna be.
Also, Marcos, look up that Fallen Angel cartoon.
No, don't
on,
bother.
on
It doesn't exist.
Adult Swim. No, I swear it exists.
They're hallucinations brought by Satanas.
We'll have an update for that next.
Run that by me again.
Oh no, Satan.
Satan.
Who let you those toys?
It all comes back together.
Mom,
Full
Satan.
circle.
Satan gave me this blunt to smoke. All right, I think I've had enough.
It's the devil's lettuce.
Yes, the devil's lettuce. Is that
That is one of the
a
codes.
flavor of weed? That makes sense because lettuce is green. No. All right, well, I think we're done for today. We'll be back next week with our semi-original traditional format, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. We'll probably see what other news come up. And until then, you have yourselves a good week, I think.
Weekend if you're listening on
Tomorrow.
a weekend.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Have a
whatever
good-
time of
have
day.
a good time.
Enjoy yourself,
Enjoy
Marcos.
yourself.
Bye, Marcos.
Don't fuck around at night.
Hi everyone, this is Todd once again. I just wanted to add a little note that I'm very proud of everyone involved with the podcast, that we were finally able to record under 2 hours. That's incredible. Ever since we started this back in January, we've basically been hitting about an average of an hour and a half, 2 hours. Sometimes we went really overboard and did 3-hour podcasts. And while personally I like listening to long form podcasts, that is definitely not the case for a good amount of people that listen to podcasts in general. So I just wanted to add very quickly that I'm very happy and very proud of everyone for this. Hopefully we'll be able to continue making the podcast a bit shorter. But yeah, like we said at the end of the podcast, you all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you on the weekend.